Mara Vance's plasma cutter sliced through the warped conduit with a hiss. Sparks danced across the hull bay deck. She peeled back the mangled alloy, revealing the cracked pressure collar beneath, jagged fissures spiderwebbing the metal. Chief Kethvar's crest flared in alarm. Halt! That collar demands Zar 9 Ultra Composite. Yield strength 2.1 terapascal. Only impossible alien steel from the core worlds meets spec. Repair impossible. Mara wiped sweat from her brow, eyeing the specs on her tablet. Zar 9? Layered microstructure, high carbon edges. She grabbed a scrap panel and sketched rapid lines. Folds, welds, hammers. Damascus. My uncle makes it on weekends. Give me a forge, airflow blower, and scrap steel. I'll match it. Kethvar's mandibles clicked. Primitive forging? Uncontrolled variables? Catastrophic failure. Captain Havel strode in. Uniform crisp. Bay lockdown. One shift, Vance. Prove it, or we scrub the mission. Dr. Selinaru leaned closer to the sketch, tentacles twitching. Fascinating folds, but viability? Mara fired up the forge. Flames roared. She hammered the first billet, layers gleaming. Kethvar watched, frozen. The human's weekend hobby glowed hotter than any cert. Mara Vance yanked open the cargo crate, fingers closing on carbon steel billets, nickel scrap, and ceramic insulation panels. She stacked them beside the tool cart. Chief Kethvar's voice boomed from the base speakers. Safety stop filed. Uncertified heat source violates hull integrity protocols. Mara welded the cart's frame into a crucible base. She rigged the blower fan to a gas line regulator, sparks flying as seals bit tight. Flames whooshed to life under cleanroom cameras, orange heart pulsing. Dr. Selinaru's tentacles blurred across her console. She locked the sensor suite on the glowing billet. Live composition streamed, carbon layering, nickel diffusion, unfolding in real time. Exhaust buildup critical, Kethvar barked. His crest quivered. Mara slapped a hose to the base scrubbers, venting smoke through the recyclers. Heat waves distorted the air. She thrust the folded steel into the forge, hammer ringing against layered folds. Selly's feed pinged. Yield simulation exceeding baseline. Microstructure stabilizing at 2.1 terapascals. Kethvar's mandibles sagged. The human scrap pile birthed Zar. 9 equivalents. Raw. Uncontrolled. Perfect. Captain Havel crossed her arms. Keep hammering, Vance. Mission clock's ticking. Mara grinned through sweat, pounding the billet flat. One more fold, and it snapped into spec. Mara yanked the billet from the forge, sparks cascading. She stacked fresh carbon steel layers atop it, tack welding the pack with quick bursts from her torch. Flux sizzled into the seams, binding nickel edges tight. Chief Kethvar's voice crackled over comms. Instruments predict cascade failure. Yield drops imminent. She ignored him. Flames roared as she reheated the stack. Tongs gripped hot metal. She folded it over the repurposed press, hammer slamming down in rhythmic cycles. Heat, fold, weld, repeat. Sweat stung her eyes. The billet grew denser, edges sharpening under each blow. Dr. Selinaru's console beeped wildly. Mara glanced at the projected scan. Microstructure scans flared green. Toughness curve rising, breaks our model. It's homogenizing. Kethvar's crest flattened. Stop test, now. Quench a sample. Mara grinned. She drew out a blade from the billet's edge, quenched it in the coolant trough. Steam hissed. She hefted the edge, strode to a discarded composite strut. Their certified Zar. 9 spare, 1 chop. The blade sheared clean through, strut halves clattering. Selly's tentacles froze. Kethvar stared. Captain Havel nodded. Mount it. Chief Kethvar's claws snapped the forged collar into the conduit rig's jaws. Pressure test initiating, exceeding spec by 30%. Gauges whirred. The rig hummed, then groaned as hydraulic rams squeezed. Mara leaned in, infrared scanner in hand. Vibrations rattled her boots. She fired the heat gun, sweeping blue flame across the collar's seam. Temper cycle starting. Hold at 650 Celsius. Sweat beaded on her brow. The metal glowed cherry red under her feedback loop. She dialed back the torch. Too hot. Rig shuddered harder. Dr. Selinaru's tentacles danced over controls. Thermal shock sequence. Cycling from cryo to plasma in 10. Jets blasted liquid nitrogen. Frost spiderwebbed the collar, then heat lamps blazed. It expanded, contracted, cracks stayed sealed, scans held green. Kethvar's crest rose. Integrity nominal. Beyond nominal. Captain Havel's voice boomed over comms. Full installation. Now. Tech swarmed the hull breach. Mara torqued the final bolt. Readouts stabilized. Then a harmonic squeal pierced the air. Consoles spiked red. The shipframe twisted, conduits wailing like tearing metal. Mara's scanner locked on the squeal source. Resonance in the conduit flange, vibrating at 2.4 kilohertz. She yanked her drill from the toolkit. Bits whirred, relief ports punched through the collar in a starburst pattern. Shavings sparked. Damper ring next. Mara layered rubberized alloy strips, crimping them tight with pliers. The whine softened to a hum. Kethvar's claws froze mid-gesture. His crest flattened, then flared. Veto withdrawn. Rerouting auxiliary power. Consoles beeped as he stabilized the conduit feed. Dr. Selinaru's tentacles blurred over her datapad. Recording parameters. This qualifies as repeatable protocol. Tagging, controlled artisanal metallurgy. Mara wiped grease from her hands. Readouts greened. Captain Havel's voice crackled. Thrust at 80%. Launch window open. The deck shuddered. Stars wheeled past viewports as the ship clawed free. Kethvar approached, mandibles clicking. Vance, your forge method. Teach it to my apprentices? Weekends? Mara grinned, hefting her torch. Bring your own steel.